Okay, so welcome now to this session. All right, so for the first problem that we will discuss, this is similar to a past board exam problem somewhere in November 2021, no? So, but this type of question has always been asked in the board exam. Um, but of course, binabago lang yung mga given or yung question. So, a standard weight pipe column is subjected to the following loads. You have an axial load of 450 kilonewtons, moment of 35 kilonewton meter. You're given the column properties. The area is already given, 5419 millimeters squared. Moment of inertia is 30 times 10 to the 6 millimeter to the fourth. Outside diameter is also given, 219 millimeters. For number one, compute the compressive stress in the column. So drawing muna natin yung column. So basically yung column natin, ang itsura parang ganito, pipe no? Parang ganyan, ano? Tapos sabi sa problem, so sigurado may support dito na sa ilalim. Ayan. Okay, so sabi sa problem, it's subject to the following loads. You have a axial load of 450 kilonewtons, and then you have a moment of 335 kilonewtons. Kilonewton meter. Okay? Tapos given naman yung mga properties, tinatanong what is the compressive stress or what is the maximum compressive stress in the column. Okay? So actually for this question, to calculate the compressive stress, you have to realize no that this particular pipe column is subject to combined axial and bending. Okay? Kasi malinaw naman ano, na in-applyan mo pa ng bending moment. So meaning ano siya? Combination siya ng axial tsaka bending. So ang idea diyan kapag inanalyze natin nasa ilalim, okay? So ang idea ay of course itong nasa ilalim, itong area na to will be subject to axial stress. And at the same time, it will also be subject to bending moment. So para ma-compute yung maximum bending or maximum compressive, no, we have to, of course, itong ano naman, itong 450, pure compression naman yan. So para mahanap natin yung maximum compressive, is kukunin natin kung saan ba maximum yung compression natin due to the bending, no? And di ba, due to this bending, let's say ito yung ano natin, yung column natin or yung pipe natin. Let's say ito yung pipe natin, no? So pagka sinubject mo yan sa bending moment na pag ganito, okay? So makapansin mo na magiging ganito itsura ng ano niya, no? Bending niya. Okay? So ibig sabihin, kung mapapansin niyo doon sa bending niya, itong nasa sa side na to is under compression. Okay? Tapos ito nasa kabila is tension. Okay, that's one way of looking at it, no? Pero ako, ang ginagawa ko lang, titingnan ko kung saan papunta yung direction ng moment. Kapag ka papunta doon yung arrow, so ito yung part na under compression. Tapos yung tail ng arrow, ito, yun naman yung under tension, no? Kumbaga, ito kasing moment na to is caused by this couple. May upward ka, may downward ka. So yung upward, ano siya, tension siya. While yung downward will be under compression, no? So pwedeng ganun yung pag-analyze nun. Okay? And to calculate the maximum bending stress, so we know that it will occur here at this point. Tawagin natin na point A. Okay? So that is the location of the maximum compressive stress. So therefore, assume na lang natin na yung sign convention natin i-adapt na lang natin yung normal na ginagamit, which is positive yung tension and negative yung compression. Okay? So para doon sa maximum bending, maximum compressive stress. Okay, matatagpuan yun sa point A, no? So we have compression na yung force, gawin natin Newton over area. So yung area binigay naman, 5,419. Okay, negative dahil compression. Tapos yung sa bending moment, that is your MC over I, no? So M is 35, gawin natin Newton millimeter. Tapos yung C natin, di ba ang cross-section natin ay bilog? So ibig sabihin ko, ito yung neutral axis natin dyan. Ito yung C natin, which is just your diameter over 2. 219 over 2. Okay? So MC over I. So yung I natin is 30 times 10 to the 6. Okay? So therefore, our maximum compression, which we know that occurs in FA, I mean in point A, will be, so hindi ko, tanggalin ko na yung negative mag-a-add lang naman yan. Okay, so that gives us 210.79 megapascals. And for this item, our answer would be letter A, no, 211. Okay? Next, what would be the maximum tensile stress? So yung tensile stress naman, mararamdaman ng pipe dito sa kabilang side. Okay, again ang idea niyan, itong 450, na compression siya, compression. Tapos itong 35, sa side na to, compression din siya, pero dito tension siya. Okay, kaya dito sa beam, we are expecting na meron diyang, probably, no, merong tension na lalabas siya. No? We will verify by our computation. So how do we compute? So similar lang din dito. F tension max will be found in point B sa kabilang side. So that is negative 450 over area. Bali, ito yon. Ito yon, no? Tapos, yung tension natin is positive. So we will have 35 MC over I lang ulit. Yung C natin ganun pa rin, no? Kasi yung B natin nandito eh. So ito naman yung B natin. So bali ito naman yung C. Still equal to 219 over 2. So 219 over 2 over I. Okay? So ito naman yung dahil sa bending. Ito naman yung dahil sa axial compression. Okay, so from here, we will be able to calculate the maximum tension. So basically dito, gagawin lang natin tong negative. So that gives me 44.71 megapascal. At kung mapapansin ninyo, ang lumabas na sign is positive. So the positive sign here indicates that this is tension. O kanina, it indicates na compression siya. Ito naman indicates that this is under tension. Okay? Kaya yan yung sagot natin. Okay? So that would be 44.71, approximately 45 megapascal. Okay? So guys, in case lang, na nung kinompute mo yung sa tension side, tapos nag-ano pa rin siya, nag-negative pa rin halimbawa. Halimbawa, naging ganito. Ganyan. Nag-negative pa din. Pero nandun ka na nakatingin sa kabilang side. Ibig sabihin lang nun, walang tension na mag-o-occur doon sa pipe mo or doon sa member. Okay, kasi negative pa rin eh kahit na nandun ka nakatingin dun sa sa dulo sa kabilang side na under supposedly tension. So ibig sabihin pag tinanong ka what is the maximum tensile stress, ang sagot mo zero, hindi ito. Kasi ito ang sinasabi nito dun sa kabilang side 66 megapascal compression pa din. Okay? Pero in this case naman lumabas naman na siya ay positive. So therefore it is in fact under tension, no? Now, lastly, the design requires that there should be no tensile stress in the pipe column due to the loads. how much should the pipe outside diameter if the allowable thickness is 8 millimeters? So, ang kailangan daw, walang tensile stress na lalabas. Gusto niya puro compression lang. So, for number 3, ang gagawin ulit natin, yung point B kanina, bali ganito mangyayari, ano? Gawin lang ako ng bilog. So, ito yung cross-section natin, ano? Kunwari, ito yung pipe natin. Ayan. So, ito yung point A kanina. Ito yung point B kanina. So, alam natin na yung point A will be subject to under pure compression, no? However, yung point B, may possibility na maging under tension. So, para maiwasan daw yan na maging tension, kailangan isiset natin dito na yung stress sa B would be zero. Kasi kailangan no tension eh, no? No tensile stress. Okay? So kaya isi-set natin na yung stress natin doon ay zero and then we will resolve ano yung diameter. Okay, diameter. Ang given sa atin, okay, meron daw binigay na thickness, no? Ang thickness na available according to the problem is 8 mm. 8, 8. So meaning yung inner diameter natin will be D minus 16. Okay? So therefore, we will solve that the area would be pi over 4 times outer diameter squared minus inner diameter, which is D minus 16 squared. Ayan. Okay, and the moment of inertia would be pi over 64 D to the fourth minus inner diameter D minus 16 to the fourth. So magiging ganyan. And then we will try to solve for the diameter. Okay? So how do we compute for FB? So ito lang ulit. Uulitin lang natin to, no? So we have 0 equals negative 450,000 over area. Yung area natin, ito, no? Okay, plus MC over I. Yung M natin is 35. Okay, yung D natin, take note, I mean yung MC pala, C natin, di ba dito yung neutral axis? Okay, so lumalabas, ito yung C natin. Which is in this case is yung diameter over 2. So this will be diameter over 2. Over I. Ayan. Okay? And that should be equal to 0 and all we have to do is to solve for the diameter required here. Okay, so let's see. MC over I. And this should be equal to 0. Okay, so our diameter would be 326.72. Okay, so that would be the required diameter. Okay, and among the choices, that is approximately 327. Okay, so that's how we solve this problem.